is up, everybody? Damn, my hat's a little crooked. Happy Thursday night. Man, chat's already popping. I'll get to everyone's questions and yeah, I'll get to everyone's questions soon, but I just want to say happy Thursday. Weird week, right? Since we have waivers clearing tonight. I did hear that some, I think NFL.com leagues maybe cleared earlier today, so that was kind of weird, but hopefully you guys were all able to check out the video. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Let's see who we have in chat tonight. We have Sven, Roberto, Sam, Rickety, Brooks, Bobby, Tim, and Deceptivus. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome. Well, this is hey, well, thank you all for coming through. Jamie's here too, man. What's up, Jamie? Thank you all for coming through. This is part one of our streams tonight. For those of you that don't know, we do a late night waiver wire camping video tonight as well. That's usually around like 11:30 Pacific time, and we kind of just hang out until waivers clear and then just go to sleep. So if anyone wants to come through, come through. All right, let's see, one by one. Let's go through how we're doing. Roberto, we're doing good, man. Sven says Engram or Jonnu Smith for PPR. Sven, I like Jonnu Smith a little bit more. Or sorry, not Jonnu Smith. Wrong answer. I like Evan Engram a little bit more. He gets a lot more targets. Jonnu seems to be a little bit touchdown dependent, so I'm going to go with a guy who's been honestly consistently getting a lot of targets, and Engram's been pretty decent. You know, he started the season a little slow, but kind of came back, so I go Engram here. Ricky says, should I give McLaurin for Aaron Rodgers? Is that too much? It's a little much to me. Let's see, who do you have? You have D-Hop, AJ Brown, Moore, McLaurin, and Ayuk. Who is your current? Okay, you have Magic and Cam. Rickety, I think it's a little bit too much, but if you really like Rodgers, go for it, because like I think with your wide receivers, you do have some depth to hold you through, right? But I really like McLaurin, so I think you're getting a good player back. You're getting a very good player back. So if you feel like you're solid and that you can make up for the points you're gonna lose with McLaurin with your depth, which I think you definitely could, it's not a bad trade. Roberto says, need to win this week so I can enter as wildcard. I have Fuller suspended and Godwin on bye. I have to start 2. Happy VR, Juju, Shepard, Tavon Austin, Kiki. I think you got to go Juju on Shepard here, man. We don't know what Tavon Austin's going to be like. Kiki, I think he's an okay flex, but we don't really... Again, we don't really know. There's a lot of question marks with both Tavon and Kiki, so I probably wouldn't go those two, especially if you need a win here. Ricky says, should I be concerned with Goddard because Ertz's return, or take more coverage off Goddard? I don't think you should be concerned at all. Goddard is the guy there. In my opinion, Goddard is the #1 tight end for them. He's still going to get a lot of looks, and you're right. When Ertz is back, he might take some coverage off of him, but I think Goddard is the guy to own there. Sven says Juju and separate. I picked up exactly. I picked up Deontay a while ago and have been plugged him in back because of the targets, but Juju has done better at times. Yep, he has. Bobby says top 5 wide receivers and RBs versus seasons. Let me think of that. I'll get back to you after I answer these more specific questions, Bobby. But I'll give you a couple. Sven says just afraid to drop him and have him go. Yeah, I know, right? If you have multiple Steelers wide receivers, it's tough. It's really tough. But Tim says it's a bad day. What's going on, man? I just got rejected from Boston College, dude. Don't worry about it, man. I mean, it's like, listen. What I've learned in life, honestly, and this is just outside of fantasy football, like, don't let things like that, bring you down. I promise you, you're gonna have another opportunity, and it honestly might just be unexpected and be a lot better for you. Tim, where was, I guess, Boston College on your list of priorities, and what else are you still waiting for right now? So it says everything is being canceled in California. Going, oh, it is, right? Yeah, I know. I think they said there's gonna be like updated, more strict stay-at-home order lockdown or something for like 3 weeks. So yeah, it's tough in California right now, but at least it's still warm, right? So what's up, dude? How you doing? I lost my 2 points. Oh, that's rough, dude. That's really rough. Jacob, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Iso says if I win this week, I'm definitely in the playoffs. So need one for flex, Kareem Hunt, Deontay Johnson. Ooh. Honestly, who are the Steelers playing? Let me see here. I was gonna say Hunt or Deontay. If you really need someone that like, I think Deontay has a slightly higher ceiling. The Browns play the Browns play Tennessee, right? That's tough. Between those two guys, sorry that the dog is barking. Between those two, let me see who I like better. How did Hunt do last week? I'm gonna look up how he did. I almost think Deontay's a little bit safer. Obviously, like they didn't have a great game this week, right? But it was a divisional game. I kind of think if you want to go all big, go Deontay. But you know, at the end of the day, also kind of matters like how you're projected to do against your opponent right now, and if you actually need the big points, if you literally just need stable points to get the win, right? I think I like Deontay a little bit more. Inceptivus, do you see any value in Jarvis Landry having his dominant performance? He's on my waiver wire. He could be a good stash, right? I think he's the guy to go to in Cleveland. The only issue is he's very Baker Mayfield dependent, right? If Baker Mayfield decides that he knows how to throw a ball like a normal quarterback, I think he's gonna have a great day. But Baker's very inconsistent, so it makes me a little hesitant to play. I think he has a great matchup against the Titans this week, obviously, but honestly, a lot of it's just gonna depend on Baker. A lot of it's gonna depend on Baker. If he can play at like even just like an average to like slightly above average level, then I think he's great. I think he's really good. Yadvir, what's up, dude? So what is it? Hill or Kirk Cousins? Ooh, Kirk has a really good matchup this week. Saints are playing ATL. I think I like Hill a little bit more because I really like the fact that he's a rushing quarterback. That being said, I think Taysom's gonna for sure be able to get you the points, right? I honestly think Kirk might have a slightly higher ceiling because he's had back-to-back monster games, and on paper against Jacksonville he should do very well, right? I think I have Hill rated just a little bit higher if we're saying like, hey, I want a guarantee like 17-18 points. But if you want someone to maybe go off, you know, obviously Hill can go off, right? But I do think Cousins is sort of riding a hot streak right now. As it says, also is Kenyon Drake a safe RB2 for me this week? I think he can be. He's been I mean, last week he finally got like a lot. Last week was the first week where he finally started seeing like what a running back should be like instead of like, you know, running back in Kyler Murray's system, right? So I think he could be a solid RB2, you know? Obviously they're playing a tough defense, but I think he could be solid. Tim says, I'm waiting on Rutgers and Villanova, Northeastern. Nice, okay. What's your preferred or like top choice out of those, Tim? They were my ED. Okay. I mean, especially if it's ED, dude. Don't worry too much about it, man. Ricky says, which of these players should I give to get Russ? DJ Moore, Swift, Ayuk, AJ Brown, McLaurin, D-Hop, Dobbins, David Johnson. I mean, David Johnson's not gonna be back for another week or two, right? Dobbins, I mean, if you can't give Dobbins away, that's fine, but I'm assuming the Russ owner will want someone like an AJ Brown plus a Dobbins. So I would just talk to them and see what they want, Rickety. Jeremy, what's up, dude? Who do you like better this week? Full PPR, MT, or Ridley? I still think I like Ridley a little bit more because we haven't seen like MT have a breakout game yet. So although I think MT is going to do well, there's definitely more question marks with him, if that makes sense, right? He's steadily getting better and better, but he still hasn't like, you know, shown us like, wow, like he's like, you know, a top tier, like top 3 wide receiver like he should be. So I want to say Ridley is a little safer. Obviously Ridley has a harder matchup, but maybe that's actually good for him because if Atlanta's playing from behind, maybe they'll use him more to throw. Iso says, also, I can't even lose this week. I just can't let the dude below me. I'm in standing outscoring me by like 50. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Iso, so I do kind of like Deontay a little bit more. If you really want to play it safe, go Hunt, but there's always a chance that he gets you like, you know, 6-7 points. Showwell, what's up, dude? Can I start Ayuk in PPR? I'm in low-key wide receiver challenge right now too. I think you can. I think he's still gonna get a lot of targets and a lot of looks, even though Debo's there. Sam, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Jake R says, I was just offered giving Hopkins, getting Swift, and Michael Thomas full PPR deal. I don't mind that actually. I think there's a chance that my MT could potentially perform very similarly to Hopkins for the rest of the season. He's definitely a little bit lower tier right now. I like the Swift get for you, but some news came out about Swift today that wasn't like as convincing. So Jake, I guess the big question is, what's your running back depth like right now, and do you actually need a running back? Sven says, sweet, 3 weeks lockdown for now. Yep, but some friends I've talked to says it's probably going to be 7 weeks. They won't say that to the public. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it's going to be long. It's going to be winter soon. People are probably going to stay in anyways because it's going to get, you know, quote unquote cold. So, yeah. Jake says Trubisky, Cousins, or Fitzpatrick. For this week, I like Cousins the most to Jake. Sven says, hope the numbers don't climb as quickly as people actually. I hope so. I hope so. Michael G, what's up? Welcome. Devontae Booker or Cam Akers rest of the season? Rest of the season, I lean Cam Akers a little bit more, assuming Jacobs is going to stay healthy, right? And he's going to be okay. I don't think Booker's as valuable. Cam Akers is slowly starting to show himself as like a really good, you know, a very explosive running back. So it'll all depend on whether or not the Rams start giving him more touches, honestly. Sam says, rank these three. Ridley versus New Orleans, CH versus Den, Gibson versus Pitt. Ooh, I'd probably go Ridley, Gibson, then CH maybe. I like CH's matchup a lot more, but Gibson does get a little bit more touches. Let me think about that, Sam. I might actually like CH a little bit more because, you know, like I've been saying over the last few weeks, and I should listen to myself, is that if the Washington football team are playing someone tougher, then that means McKissick's going to get involved a little bit more, right? I think Gibson always has a chance to fall in for a touchdown. Let me think about that. I think I like Ridley the most out of there, though. Luke, what's up, man? It looks like a lot of O's there, so I'm gonna trust that you have what, 11 or 12? What are we on? 11 or 12 right now? Tim said probably no, but okay, nice. Good luck to you, dude. When do you hear back about I guess the next round? Is it in the spring? Luke says, how do you feel about Keenan after Eckler stealing targets? And what about Aaron Jones with Williams? Aaron Jones with Williams is fine. Aaron is still the top guy there. I'm not worried about Keenan. Eckler's obviously going to take some targets away, but Keenan is still going to be one of Herbert's favorite targets, so I'm not that concerned. Inceptivus, do you think Kenny G will even play a snap for the rest of the season? He's not looking good with his... Yeah, so I heard that, Inceptivus, I heard that there's a chance he might play this week. So let's wait and see what news are tomorrow. I know he didn't practice, but I heard that he might be coming back this week. Doesn't look great, but we'll see. We'll get a lot more information by tomorrow. Let's see. Kirk Cousins or Cam Newton? I like Kirk Cousins a little bit more here, Jamie. Bobby says top 5. All right, so top 5, I'd probably go for running backs. I'd probably go, not in any particular order, Henry, Chubb. Let's see. Henry, Chubb, Cook, Robinson, and maybe Eckler if you're in PPR. For wide receivers, I'd probably go Devontae, Tyreek, DK, Keenan Allen, and either AJ Brown or Stephon Diggs. Those are my top 5, Bobby. Isis says, does anyone know what happened to Kenny G? Yeah, I don't know, right? It might have just disappeared, honestly. Sven says, do you think Kittle will return? I don't think he's going to return. I know there's been a lot of rumors saying he might return soon. So if you have an RS spot or like a bench spot that you can stash him with, go ahead and stash him. I don't really see him coming back, but I guess the rumors of him coming back has been slowly building and building. Yeah. Isis says, sorry to anyone with CMC in that chat, but I hope they rest him. It would help me on the playoffs. Yeah, it sounds like he actually might come back. So I think they said they're aiming for him to come back after the bye, which is week 14. Jake says, not really. I have James Robinson and Hunt for... You can do it, Jake. I'm a little bit worried about Swift's injury. That's my only concern. If you really feel like you need that third running back, go for it, but know that there's a chance he might not play this week. It could go into next week. It's unlikely, but what Adrian Peterson said about his injury today was not good at all, man. It was actually pretty scary. Chill Will says, anyone knows Tua's status? I think he's still questionable, but I'm leaning Fitzpatrick plays this week. Jeremy says, trying to decide between Taysom Hill or Josh Allen, or I can drop Hill and get Kirk Cousins. I'm a little worried about Allen versus San Francisco. No, I think you go Josh Allen here. He's, in my mind, one of the top tier quarterbacks, so I think you go for him. You can keep Hill right now. If you're not going to play Cousins, keep Hill for now. Or sorry, if you're not going to play Cousins, keep Hill for now, because I think he could be valuable moving forward. Kirk will have some tougher matchups going to the playoffs. As it says, I'm so happy you didn't trade Eckler. Yo, that was a great decision on your part. I know we were going really, really back and forth about it, right? It's tough. Tim says, so any idea that we talked about with Thomas and Swift? Yeah, Tim. So Swift is not looking good right now. So if you, I don't recall what your status is right now, with where you are with the playoffs, but I would keep Thomas right now because guys. I guess to those of you that didn't hear about it. What Adrian Peterson said about Swift today was that apparently, so he suffered a concussion, right? And concussions are like no jokes at all. They're tough. They're tough to recover from. Sometimes they can be very, very serious. Let me pull up the exact. So what is it? Adrian Peters said he was concerned about DeAndre Swift and he was battling a brain injury. Said Swift hasn't been himself while dealing with the injury and hasn't had the same energy level. Said Swift had to take care of his health. So again, concussions don't usually put you out for that long, but that's really, really concerning, Tim. So I honestly, especially if it's like playoff season right now, I'm a little worried about trading for Swift. Ricky says, do you think Swift and AJ Brown? I didn't hear of any injury from AJ Brown. I'm a little doubtful that Swift plays. Is David Johnson back this week? Let me see. I actually haven't been really following him that much. Let's see what's good. I guess it's been 3 weeks now, right? So it looks like he's gonna play. He doesn't have a. Well, I guess here's the thing, Rickety. Wait and see if DeForest Buckner is back. If DeForest Buckner is back, I would not play David Johnson. Dobbins, I think, is very risky. So if you had to go with him, fine, but maybe try and pick someone off of the waiver, someone like a Frank Gore potentially. Inceptivist, could you rate my team for playoffs? I'm the number 2 seed with the Bible. Yeah, yes, go ahead and post it. Ricky says, smash the sub and like button. He's grinding now. Yeah, we are, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that little advertisement, man, Rickety. Swift has cleared the protocol, but has had non-COVID related illness. Yeah, Ricky, like I said, I'm very concerned about the news that came from Adrian Peterson. So let's wait till tomorrow and see what his status is. As it says, if Julio doesn't play, I'm down another start. So Deontay or Ayuk would have to take his place. I like Deontay a little bit more. He gets so many targets. This guy literally gets like double-digit targets. He had a bad game, obviously, this week, but yeah. ISO says, then let's see. Kirby says your tree looks nice, bro. Love it. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Good to see you, Kirby. ISO says, then it would be Hunt or Gelman at the flex. I think both are okay, honestly. I think they're both okay. I think there's very little reason for us to sit Gallman right now because he's literally produced every single week that he started. Sam says, Ram lost to San Francisco as I thought. Yeah, they did. Tim says, I'll make playoffs. I'm going to end up between 6 and 8. Yeah, I mean, Tim, I still would wait and see what the status is. Again, I don't expect Swift to be out for that long, but what Adrian Peterson said today was very, very concerning. So I really don't know how long Swift is going to be out. Unless someone said like, hey, for sure, he's playing. I'm a little concerned right now. Big T says, what's up, Big T? Good to see you. I saw I'd go Deontay over Ayuk. Yep, for sure. Brooks says, Sears FOMO wanted to drop Lazard for Dobbins and thought about it so long someone snagged him up. Now people saying he's a league winner. I picked up Akers. No, I mean, Brooks, don't listen to that. Listen, with the Ravens backfield, it's being overhyped. Everyone like picks a player, they like to overhype them. It is what it is. There's a good chance that he could be very good, right? But guys, again, like, just Ravens backfield, they've never been consistent. They've never been that reliable. Dobbins has had, what, 2 or 3 games? That's good. We don't know who's actually going to be the lead back. I mean, guys, don't worry about it too much. No one knows who the league winner is, or else, guys, if people knew for sure Dobbins was going to be a league winner, he would have been snagged up like 5-6 weeks ago, right? So, like, Yeah. Don't have any FOMO about it. Chillwell says, I'm in the same boat. I still got Claypool and Ayuk. Yeah. I think Ayuk will still be fine. Like, I mean, if you have a Pittsburgh Steelers receiver, you might as well just start them and see how Ayuk does with Devo. I believe Ayuk did pretty decently last time, right? So, yeah. Big Cheese says, Brooks Dobbins ain't winning leagues. My words. There you go. There you go. Hey, that's the confidence we need to give, right? Cushmaster, what's up? Nice dog. I appreciate it, man. She says you're a nice viewer too. Toby, what's up, dude? What's up? How you doing? Do you think Kush says, do you think the Cowboys are going to upset the Ravens? I think it's hard to. The Ravens are probably going to be playing with a little bit of fire since they're technically not in the playoffs right now. I think it's going to be tough. Tim says, is McKissick done? I don't think so. I actually think this week McKissick comes out and starts being a lot more impactful. Jeremy says, I've been rolling with New Orleans syndromes, but I also have KC. What do you think about going after Seattle for the next few weeks? What do you think about these? I like them. I do think KC has a good play this week. Seattle is as well, and I think Seattle has some. Let me look at these schedule. I'm pretty sure when we looked at it before, Seattle actually had an okay playoff schedule. Let's see. Seattle, someone that I would think as because they play the Giants and Jets and then Washington, right? So like I don't think they're gonna be giving you like 15 plus points, but they're actually an okay stream option. Jack says, Jack, welcome. Would you start the Bills kicker who's been on fire or Blankenship? Yeah, so Tyler Bass, right? Between the two, let me see how I have him ranked. I think I like Blankenship slightly more here. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. So I think I like Blankenship slightly more here. ISO says, thanks for the advice. No problem, dude. No problem. And thanks for hyping my chat up, man. I appreciate that. Toby says, got a question. So I just got David Johnson and Dobbins off IR. I'm getting Booker because I have number one priority. So pick three. Dobbins, David Johnson, Gallman, Drake, Booker. I'd probably go Gallman, Drake, and Booker if Josh Jacobs is out. If not, look to see if DeForest Buckner is playing this week. I don't trust David Johnson if DeForest Buckner is playing. I'm still not on the Dobbins hype train, honestly, so there's a lot of what ifs, right? So I would say Gallman, Drake, and then Booker if Josh Jacobs doesn't play. And Septimus says, Russ, King, Henry, McKissick, Robert Woods, Deontay Johnson, Devontae Parker, Kenny G, Ayuk, AB, Mark Andrews, Ravens D, Philip Lindsay, Youngway. I like it in Septimus. I think you're a little weak at RB2 right now because the Washington running backs, it's whoever's going to get the points is going to depend on the matchup. So I'm a little worried about your RB2 there because all you have is McKissick and Lindsay. Your wide receivers are great. I think you're pretty set there. You have a lot of depth. So I don't know if your trade deadline's yet or if your trade deadline's over yet. I would maybe try and make a trade or just pick up some more running back depth because I think RB2 is a little weak right now. Justin, what's up, dude? Welcome back. How you doing? ISO says, I think if Kenny G doesn't come back, Mike Evans might be a replacement for him. I almost want to... Evans has been looking good. He's been getting a lot of red zone looks, and he's been producing in the red zone, so I don't mind it. Jake says, Trubisky or Cousins? I like Cousins a little bit more. I think he's a little safer. Jeremiah, what's up, dude? Yo, what's up? Michael Pittman or Amari Cooper or Bernard? Pick two standard. I like Pittman and Cooper a little bit more. Bernard has not been playing very well. And they're playing Miami this week. I have him as a sit. Toby says that's what I thought too, but Drake scares me against. I understand that. I think with Kyler's injury, they are going to be forced to run with like an actual running back a little bit more, so that's why I like him a little bit there. Sam says, is Kyler Murray a safe play versus Rams, or are we going with Carr? It's going to be a little tougher, right? And Kyler had a really bad game. The problem is he's in that conversation of just like fantasy superstars that I don't feel good about saying to bench, right? Obviously, I think, out of those three, I like Kyler the best, even though he's playing the Rams. If he's able to bounce back, I think he's going to have the best game. Cousins and Carr, they both have really good matchups, better matchups than Kyler, but my worry is just that like they're not the fantasy quarterback that Kyler is, so you have to take that into consideration as well. it's hard for me to sit Kyler. I think me personally in the league that I have Kyler, I'm probably gonna play him. Let's see, where are we at now? Justin says, would you trade away DJ, Rojo, and more for Monty and McLaurin? You said you're fine at Remy. I wouldn't mind that. I'm not a huge fan of Monty. I like McLaurin a little bit more than Moore. So you could do it. Monty looks like he's starting to go up, trend up. I think with Trubisky at quarterback, it might give him a little bit more opportunities. But I don't think Monty is in a great situation, right? That being said, I would maybe do that. I would maybe do that if you feel okay at running back. What's the rest of your running backs looking like, Justin? Let's see where we're at now. Jaker says, rate my team, please. We have Fitzpatrick, Ben, Trubisky or Cousins, Robinson, Hunt, Bernard, Duke, Swift, Michael Thomas, Higgins, Evans, Pittman, Rudolph, Andrews. Okay. So I think that's okay, Jake. You're a little weak at quarterback because you don't have like a solid quarterback. So you're streaming quarterbacks there. You have a great RB1. Hunt is a decent like RB2. So I think you're like a little bit weak at RB2. For wide receivers, your wide receivers are weaker than your running backs for sure, right? Because Michael Thomas still has a slight question mark. We hope that he's going to be able to produce. Higgins, I'm pretty down on now. Evans is trending up. Pittman's trending up. So a lot of these guys have the potential, but we're not like consistently confident with them just yet. So I say like it's an okay team. I'd be curious what your record is. I would expect somewhere around 500, maybe like 6 and I would say maybe 6 and 6 for 7 and 5. Is that right? Yeah, Sam. Yeah. So sorry if I skipped some questions, but yeah, I think you have to start Kyler there, right? ISO says, Toby, I had Drake on my bench and lost this week. I don't know if I'd bench him again. Justin, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Good to see you again. Brooke says, so Steelers owner dropped them for Seahawks, and I immediately stacked them up. Steelers played Bills week 14. I'll look into it. I mean, Steelers should be a fine defense for you, right? I think they should still be able to put up some points, but we'll have to see, Brooks, who else is available, right, to give you the best chances here. ISO says Drake's actually looked a lot more explosive since coming back from injury. Yep. Toby says, all right, his injury, and if Jacobs plays between Dobbins and Johnson, if Buckner's out, I would probably go Johnson, right? I still think Dobbins is a huge Hail Mary, so to me, it's a risk to play Dobbins. ISO says, what do you think of Browns? The Browns this week, I really don't want to drop them because they have the Giants and Jets coming up. I don't like the Browns D this week. I think they're gonna get scored on a lot, unfortunately. I agree, you should try and hold them for Giants and Jets, so maybe see if you can stream someone else, but I'm a little bit worried about the Browns D this week. Hit at people streaming defenses, there you go. Brandy, what's up, dude? Drop Kittle, dude has maybe, drop George Kittle. At this point, he might be worth a stash if you have the spot. I personally don't think he's coming back, but it all depends on if you have that IR spot or that extra spot. But Brandy, welcome to the stream. Toby says maybe he's having that second half of the season breakout again. All right. I say he looks faster and they're passing to him a lot more. Yeah, I just still think with Connor's injury, they're gonna have to start using him less and start involving more people around him, right? Just says I have J-Rob, Jacobs, Swift, Rojo, Fournette, David Johnson, and Drake right now. Yeah, so I think it's okay. I would maybe if you like the trade, I wouldn't fault you for pulling that, Justin. Toby says if he drops 18 plus on the Rams again, I think he's back to RB1 status. Yeah, for sure. Jake says I'm 5 and 7. Yeah, I can see that. I kind of figured you're probably hovering around that 500. It's that, you have some good players, right? And there's a lot of potential. It's just that, for right now, you kind of have to I would rather bank on people who are going to be more consistent, right? So that's the only concern I have about your team, Jake. Mark Lee, what's up, dude? Welcome back. How you doing, man? Good to see you, my friend. Jeremy says I pick up 2 RBs, PPR, Mostert, Gallman, Taylor Hyde. Oh, out of those, 100% I would go Mostert and Jonathan Taylor. Jeremy, especially if you're talking about like rest of the season, those two are going to be your studs for the rest of the season. I will also try and grab Booker, but I'm now low on the waiver, so I probably won't get him. Honestly, I don't know if you're going to be able to get Mostert or JT, unless it's a smaller league, but those two are the guys I would definitely go for. Toby says, I should not keep the Browns D. Yep, I think you definitely should. Big T says, Robert Tonian, TJ Hawkinson, or Mark Andrews. Do you think I should just drop Market? Oh, yeah, for sure. I think you drop. Oh, you're in a keeper league? Out of those, I like TJ Hawkinson a lot. I don't think you necessarily need. Well, I guess the question is, are you going to keep multiple tight ends, or how does that work, Big T? Markley says, in my defense league, Bud Dupree, Torzay, I know, I heard about that stuff. That's actually, I think that's gonna make the Pittsburgh Steelers a little bit easier to run on, because at least from what I know, he was a great run stopper, was able to plug in the middle a lot. So I think people are gonna be able to run on them slightly more. Brandy says, is Bell a quality backup? He definitely is, right? It's just about the opportunity and whether or not the Chiefs decide to run it. CEH is obviously going to be ahead of him. I think he's going to get some opportunities, but he's an okay for a backup, right? I think he's a good stash. I think there are probably other players that would probably stash over him at the moment, since he hasn't really gotten opportunities to be able to really produce a lot, but he's all right depending on who else is available on your waivers. Brooks says, options for defense week 14, Bucks versus Mini, Bears, Houston, Colts, Steelers, Cardinals. Out of those, I probably like the Colts and the Bucks the most, Brooks. Once the Colts get other players back, they should be, one of those set and forget defenses. Toby says he's been looking kind of decent. If Hilaire's out, he's a nice, yeah, but I don't know that Hilaire's really going to be out anytime soon, right? Tony has been good. Yeah, Tony has been playing a lot better recently, for sure. Jeremy says, no, I have Mostert and JT. Oh, you have Mostert and JT already. Do you think Booker's worth picking up? I could drop high to get him. I think so. I think only because Jeremy, I think Josh Jacobs has a better chance of not playing than Chris Carson. I mean, Chris Carson's back, right? He's fine. Both are going to get some carries, but for the short term, I think I like Booker a little bit because Jacobs has been battling like ankle injuries and like minor injuries week to week. That's my only concern. Big T said, last season we kept 4 players. Next season we're keeping 5. I can keep and whichever 5 I want, but I think I've dropped Tonian and Andrews. Hawkins. Yeah, I think Hawkinson's gonna be great moving forward. Only knock on him is is Stafford gonna stay on the Lions next year, right? If he doesn't, are we gonna have someone that likes to throw to him? But if it's him and Stafford again next year, I really like that. Mark Lee says, Debo versus Bills or Pittman versus Houston? Ooh, I think I like Debo a little bit more here, Mark. Toby says, Lat Murray, Tony Pollard, Alex Matterson, Edmonds, Dobbins. In a way, I say they're all quality because they are RB1 if they start. I agree, right? But you also have to think about just like the situation they're in and when are they actually going to start, right? Like, for example, someone like a Murray or Edmonds is going to get a lot more opportunities than someone like a Madison right now. Christian says, Daniel Jones going to play against the Seahawks? Let's look. I don't think he's going to play, but let's see what the latest is on him. Latest news on... He didn't practice, so unless something changes by tomorrow, I don't think he's going to play this week. Brady says, I cannot keep a due to COVID injuries. I live on the waiver. There you go. Go check it. Brandy, if you haven't looked at it yet, go check out the waiver wire video from this week. Ben, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Pick 2 to start this week, full PPR. Alvin, Nick Chubb, James Robinson, Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders. I'd 100% go Nick Chubb and James Robinson here. Honestly, most weeks, I'd probably just go Nick Chubb and James Robinson here. Oh, you're picking a third one? I would maybe go Gibson or Sanders here. I'm leaning Gibson slightly. Let me just look at these matchups really quickly. Brandy, thank you for the sub. Guys, we're close to 300. We'll take a shot of Saki at 300. How's that? So So actually, so here's what I think. I actually might go Miles Sanders here. The only worry I have for him is that, so Miles has a better matchup, but I think Gibson's gonna get more touches. So that's a toss-up for me. Do I go Sanders or Gibson here? I might go Gibson over here. So I might go Gibson, Chubb, and Robinson. I know it's tough to say bench Alvin, but he hasn't been doing well, right? Flip a coin, go between Gibson and Alvin Kamara, I would say. All right, let's catch up here. Toby says, actually, Airline has an analyst, just to keep an eye on it. Yeah, I think he's going to be fine, but we'll see. Big G says, Carson is questionable. Got Wayne Gallman and Josh Gay. Nice. Both good. Toby says he's about to be 3-10. That's tough. Brandon says, best surprise wide receiver. I think so. I mean, honestly, the entire rookie class of wide receivers this year has been really surprising, but Jefferson has been balling out. Jefferson, Claypool, all really good. Brick says, what do you think about Goddard with Ertz coming back? I could pick up Tanya. I think Goddard's going to be... Guys, if you have Goddard, don't worry about him at all. I really don't have any concerns with anybody coming back. He's still going to get the most targets. Well, not most targets, but he's still going to be a primary target, especially in the end zone. Last week, he had a chance to have literally a 30-40 plus game. It's just Carson Wentz is bad, right? That's the only thing that's limiting him, but I like it. Lesson learned, wait till season start to trade. Yeah. Brandy says, I picked up Latavius Murray. I don't mind him. I don't mind him at all. KDB, what's up, man? Or what's up? How you doing? Toby says, Brandy over who and not Diggs was a breakout for the year for me. Jefferson's a close second. I like your tricks. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's we can change the colors. Chat, let me know what if you guys want a little flashing, if you guys want white, or if we want to do we can cycle through it. Yo, we've got options. We've got options. Let's see. Let's do a slow little flicker. Let me know if that gets annoying. Toby says Goddard's a tight end 1 either way. They live on 2 tight end sets. Yep. Toby, thanks for coming by, dude. Yo, we'll see you when you randomly wake up at 4 a.m., right? Jacob, you lost by 83 points. Damn. Did you play against Tyreek? Che, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Stashing the Browns for this week and looking to stream. Should I target Bears, Raiders, or Chiefs? Yeah, 100%. I think they're all really good. I actually have, I think maybe all of them on my start list. Out of those, I would go Chiefs. Tate, I like Chiefs a lot. I think they're gonna do well against the Broncos. The Broncos just don't scare me right now offensively at all. Brady says I got Chubb and Aaron Jones. Nice. Katie said this is cool. Oh yeah, this is your first. If this is your first time, it's a fun stream. We welcome you here. Brady says flex wide receiver Robbie throws me for a loop. Yeah, it's tough, right? It's tough when you don't have someone that stands out, but that's what we're here for, right? That's what we're here for. Sam says that digs a cap. Appreciate it. It's cricket, isn't it? I don't know why it's so cricket. Maybe my head's just a weird shape. Brooks says, thanks, no problem, my friend. Ben says, yeah, I was worried about AB and the Gibson matchup. Thank you, appreciate you. Yeah, it's hard to bench Alvin, but I'm waiting. Yeah, right, and at the end of the day, guys, I know we say, there are some guys we always start, but don't always follow the start your stud rule because, I mean, Alvin Kamara, look at what happens, right? The game script just doesn't go with him because he's not a goal line back. Latavius Murray is, and they got a quarterback who likes to run it in from 20 yards out. So matchups do matter, right? We've seen what happened with Alvin this week. We've seen what happened with Zeke this year when he was put in a bad situation. So, there's some merit to start your studs, but don't always start your studs is what I'll say. But yeah, honestly, Gibson has a tough matchup too. But guys, again, remember, Bud Dupree tore his ACL today. That's a huge takeaway from the Steelers' run D. So Gibson could be okay. My opinion is still that if the Washington football team is going to be down a lot, they're going to be using McKissick a lot more. So that's just something to consider. We talked about it before the Thanksgiving game. We said, hey, Gibson's probably going to go off because they're going to get up ahead a lot on Thanksgiving, and they're just going to be running the ball down their throats. They're going to use Gibson, and McKissick might not honestly get that much production. And that's what happened, right? So we got to play the matchup, and that's how Washington has been doing it. Jacob says I lost 201 to 117. That's rough. Brady says, well, Josh Allen's continue to threat. I think he'll be fine. I like him as a top 5 quarterback rest of the season for sure. Sam says, who do you like here, Nelson, Aguilar, or Pittman? Ooh. No, oh, God. That's a tough one. And I'm not gonna, I honestly do like them both. Because they both have good matchups, right? I think I like Pittman a little bit more. Even though Pittman had not as great of a game last week, I think a lot of that was due to game script, and I think, I mean, they both have really good matchups. I like Pittman because the 9 targets last week was juicy, right? So he could be honestly one of the primary targets for the Colts this week. Big T says drop Antonio Brown for oh yeah, I would do that. Devontae Parker, especially if Fitz playing, like he's a monster right now. I don't hate Antonio Brown, but I like Parker a little bit more because Parker's the #1 option, whereas Antonio Brown's really like the 3rd or 4th option. Jacob, no, shockingly, I did not play against Tyreek. So what happened? Is it, are you in a league where like points, people can just score a lot and like you just didn't score that much, or like did someone just like go off on you? Brandy says I would drop Brown. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Steven, what's up, dude? How do you feel about Ike this week, full PPR? And would you start Snell, Drake, or Gaskin? I don't mind Ike at all. I think he'll be fine. I think him and Deebo Samuel can both thrive. As for Snell, Drake, or Gaskin, man, that's a tough one. They're both sort of like not in the, none of them are like really in the top tier, right? Let me look at these matchups. I liked what I saw from Snell. I might go Snell here, honestly, if James Conner doesn't play. If James Conner does play, I would maybe go Drake, because I would like to see how Gaskin plays coming back. That's my only concern. I just want to see a little bit more of Gaskins. I think they're all very much in the RB2 territory, though, Steven. Kevin, what's up, dude? Oh, we get the Tao brothers in here. Big claps. Kevin says, I'm pretty worried. Swift and Gaskins are questionable. MT and AJ Brown as well. What are your picks you like on the waiver? Yeah, Kevin, go check out the waiver wire video for, let's pull this up really quickly. So, we'll talk a little bit about, I guess, running backs and wide receivers, right? So let's pull up this nice little video we had today. For wide receivers, I like Hilton, I like Lazard, I like Aguilar or Perriman. For running backs, if Josh Jacobs doesn't play, I like Booker, I like Brian Hill and Gore as well. Yeah, so you definitely have a lot of options. Go check out the waiver wire video, dude, and see if any of those would potentially fit what you need. But yeah, I like those guys a lot. All right, where are we at? Jake R says I lost by less than 6 3 weeks in a row. That's tough. That's really tough. I mean, yeah, if you only lost by less than 6 against Tyreek, your team should be pretty good, right? So that's really tough. Brandy says, will Diggs get more targets than that John Brown? I don't think he's gonna get more. I think he's always gonna get a lot. So I don't know that he's gonna get necessarily more. Maybe a little bit. I just think other people will be more beneficial for Brown being out. I think what's his face? Diggs is just one of those guys that's probably gonna get you 10 plus every week, no matter what, right? He's still gonna be the primary target, no matter who else is still there. So I think when other people get injured, it just helps other people like Cole Beasley, Gabriel Davis, maybe the running backs a little bit more, but I don't think Diggs is affected by the injury by that much. Big T says drop CD, Lamb for Jarvis. It's very. I think that's honestly just a wash, honestly, because. You know, we've seen what happens with CD and the Cowboys, right? CD is not very, like, the Cowboys just are not very good. They can't get him consistent targets. Jarvis, I like as, you know, one of the top options in Cleveland. I was saying earlier, I think it's very, very much dependent on how Baker plays. So it's a wash for me. I think overall, Landry is maybe a little bit more reliable, but I do think the fact that, you know, Baker's there is a little worrisome. And guys, this isn't updated all the way, but we're at 299 subs. Let's see if we can hit 300 by the end of the stream, and we'll do a little shot of something. 299, guys, we're so close. Stevens, Brandon says Lazard injured. He got knocked silly. I know he got knocked the F out, right? I don't think he's injured. I think he's probably gonna be able to play this week. Steven says someone dropped Kiddo. I'm hoping to get it in the waivers. Yeah, he's worth a stash. Just a lot of rumors right now. I don't know that I think he's gonna play this year, but there's a lot of rumors. And hey, if he for some reason does end up playing, he's gonna be great for you in the playoffs, right? So worth the hold for sure. Sam says, Kevin, I'll get you Agler for one of your DBs. That's hilarious. Brandy says, Kiddo is injured. He has been for most games. Yeah, he was originally not supposed to come back until I think week 15, I want to say. Brooks says, thoughts on DJ Chark? I think he's definitely worth a pickup. He's going to be a little inconsistent, especially with Mike Lennon throwing to him right now, but he's still... he could be a wide receiver 1 if he was in a better situation. I think he's definitely worth a hold, especially, assuming Minshew comes back in the near future, right? Tim, any buy low running back candidates? Yep. I always say, hey, I think JT is a great buy low candidate. If we're talking about guys who are probably not on the waivers, I don't know. I don't think you get Alvin Kamara for low, but you can always try that. Maybe Gio, but I'm honestly not liking what they're at. Cam Akers is a potential one. You might be able to buy Clyde Lowe too, right? Because he hasn't been playing up to his top 5, top 8 ADP status. So yeah, I would say probably some of those. Yeah. Steven says he might come back in the playoffs. Yep. Alexander, what's up, man? Brady says, which Lions player will have an issue? It's going to be really interesting, right? I don't know exactly how the new guy is going to be, the new coach. But we'll see. I was hoping that Swift is one of the guys that's going to... one of the guys is going to be... I was hoping that Swift was going to be someone that benefits from him, but his injury does not look good. His injury does not look good, man. Man, we got a little trade going on. Yeah, Kevin and Sam, you guys should talk your trade out, man. And we'll have to maybe judge it as a chat, right? We'll maybe have to judge it as a chat. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know if anyone here is a Lions fan or knows anything about the new guy. I think it's Bevel or something, right? It's the offensive coordinator, right? I'd be interested to know. I don't think much is gonna change, but I was just hoping honestly that Swift got more touches. Let's honestly, everyone in chat, let's just hope that Swift is doing okay, because that injury did not sound good. Robert Woods lets you down. Why do you let you down, Brandy? He's been doing okay. Tom Brady for the win. Tom Brady's been playing well, man. Tom Brady's been playing well. Brandy says, would Tavon Austin be a sleeper? I don't think it's gonna be that effective. I was a little bit interested by the pickup. I don't know why they did it, but it's interesting. Kush, do you pick 'em videos? I don't. Is that something that you'd be interested in? Because I actually do. I've been playing a Survivor League this year, and we're actually undefeated right now, so it's not bad. Let me know, Kush, what you would be interested in. But yeah, I know we have some Packer fans in the community. Are there any Packers fans that can actually speak to the Tavon Austin pick? Because I was a little confused by it. Sven says, back to the stream. Has anyone asked about who to start? BBR, Gibson, or Swift? I'm sorry. I'd probably go Gibson right now because I actually don't know if... I'm a little doubtful that Swift's going to play this weekend, dude. Luke, what's up, man? Pick 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers in the flex. We have Kamara, Kareem Hunt, Mostert, DeAndre Swift, Naeem Hines, Julio, Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman, Amari. So I'm a little bit concerned that Swift and... what's his face? Swift might not play, so if I were you, I would probably go Kareem, Mostert. If Julio plays, play him, but if not, play Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, and Michael Pittman. Those are probably the 3 I would go. Keep an eye out on Swift and Julio this week, though. Giggle says, my friend has traded me Dalvin Cook Cup for for locking. Oh yeah, you take that 100%. 100%. You're honestly upgrading at both, right? Yeah, Luke, glad to see you back here, man. How you doing today? Nice Thursday night. It's kind of weird that our waiver wire is so late, right? Brooke says, smash accept button before they change their mind. Yeah, exactly. Sam says, Aguilar for Richard Sherman. I already have a Ramsey V. I don't want two, and you're stacked. Giggle says, I did, but my league vetoed it. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's the league commissioners, my friend, veto it. I mean, Giggles, is it purely based on commissioner, or is it a vote? Because if it's not a majority vote, I would ask them to change it 100%. Brady says, I'm a Packers fan, Urban and so I think Austin will help on punt returns and gadget plays. That's what I honestly think as well. That's honestly what I think. No, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing, my friend? Happy Thursday night. Jacob says, my opponent had Gibson, Watson, J-Rob, and Youngway. Ooh, rough. Giggle says he won't take it off either. That's annoying. You know. Hello, there we go. Yeah, I don't like it if the commissioner has all the power to, like, you know. And okay, sorry, we're back. My microphone just unplugged. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thoughts on Kittle? He's worth a stash with the recent rumors, but I'm not sure if he's gonna come back. But he's definitely worth a stash because the rumors are starting to get a little bit more traction. Kilo says he was mad at making that's annoying. That's not great. Who wins at 40? Andy Reid or Jimmy Graham? Jimmy Graham, unless there's some cheeseburgers at the end, then we go Andy Reid. Isaac says, do you think no Daniel Jones could mean even more? It definitely could. It definitely could. I mean, Wayne did well last week, right? And I think I don't remember if Daniel Jones was out the entire game or just part of it, but I think Wayne will be fine. I went from 1.5 to 6.6. Nice. Brooke says I went from 1.4 to 6.6. Yeah, that's great. Lucius, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Whether I get into the playoffs is determined this week. Help me pick my lineup. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. Kamara, Taylor, Eckler, Sanders, Thielen, Metcalf, Cup. Ooh, that's tough. I would probably go Eckler, Sanders, Thielen, Metcalf, and then either JT or Cup. If your playoff is on the line, I don't know that we can really trust Kamara this week, Lucius. Someone just subbed. I think I missed that. Whoever just subbed, I appreciate it. And guys, we're at 300, I think. Let's go, boys. We hit 300. This isn't updated, but yeah, we just hit 300. Let's go. Let's see where. Look at us on the come up, Brooks. Yeah. No, so quick question. Since Anderson is on bye this week, should I go with Singletary or we get a flex? Gonna have to go with Boyd. No, I don't like those guys. Go look at the waiver wire video and see if you can pick up some of the other guys. Because I almost, unless you're literally like in a 20% league, I feel like you're gonna have some guys on the waiver wire that will be a little bit more comfortable starting at your wide receiver 2+ flex. So go take a look at that list and see if there's anyone available there. Chris says, yes, man, I'll be interested in your pick'em videos. Okay, I can maybe do that. Chat, let me know what you guys think about pick'em. I don't know if a lot of people play, but maybe I can do that as a YouTube short. Maybe I can do a quick, like, 1-minute recap of, I mean, I guess here's the thing. For anyone that's interested in a pick'em video, would you guys be interested in, like, a long explanation, or should I literally do, like for those of you that don't know what a YouTube short is, it's literally just a vertical video of, like, me. It's kind of like a long TikTok or Snapchat. But, would you guys be interested in, like, one with explanation, or would you be interested in one that's, like, rapid fire? Because rapid fire would actually make it easier for me, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think, because I would do that. Brooks, yeah, 300, let's go. Brandy says that Deep Dish Pizza really over it. No, Deep Dish Pizza is great. I love it. Noah says I went from 0-0 to 10-1. That's a real come up, right? 300, yeah, hell yeah. Got you. Oh, Kush, it was you, man. Hey, thank you so much. Kush, I appreciate the sub. Thank you. You're number 300, man. No one could ever take that away from you unless people start unsubscribing. Oh man, we gotta do something about the Colts sign in the back. I saw. Here we go. Let's do this. Less Colts, right? There we go. Oh. It's stuck there, man. There we go. Deepness is good, 100%, 100%. Bro, it's crazy. Lamar is in the top 20 quarterback this year. Austin, what's up? Isn't he still like top 10 in fantasy though? I thought he was. I was actually surprised that he was that high, but yeah. You think Hurst or Zach Ertz is a better replacement for Gronk? I like Hurst a little bit more. I'm not a huge fan of Zach Ertz, honestly. Rapid fire, okay, yeah, maybe, yeah, let's try it, honestly. I'll do one for this week. It'll be super informal if you guys are okay with it. We'll do a rapid fire, you know, between this one, who I choose, we'll do that, and we'll try the YouTube short because I've been wanting to try the functionality. So if you guys are okay with like kind of a like very informal little video, also make sure it doesn't look like bad, or like it doesn't look like I'm filming on like, you know, a Razr phone from like 2000. But yeah, let's try that. Let's try the rapid fire. You guys let me know how you like it. If you like it, we'll keep on doing it. If you don't, then you know, we'll change it up or something. There's a ton of tight ends on the market. Yep, there is for sure. Spartan Club, hell yeah. Team by team, wide receiver, running back, tight end, starter. That's gonna be a lot. Brandy, I do starts and sits, and that's gonna come out tomorrow or Saturday, I think. We'll see depending on how things go tonight. I actually do have the video ready for starts and sits for this week. I just need to edit it and put all the final touches to it. So there is a start and sit video, Brandy, for sure. No, it says, would Renfro or Perriman be better? I like Perriman a little bit more. Renfro could have just been a one game sort of wonder. I don't trust him enough. Perriman has actually kind of been balling out, so I like Perriman a lot more. Jacob says, yeah, Lamar's nowhere near as good he is. Yeah, I mean, it was rough, right? Like, we expected him to be not as good, but he's been struggling in the passing game. Barry says, guess the Colts are out of luck. I like that one. He coaches high school. No, I don't think he does anything. I think he's honestly just being a dad. Part of it was that he wanted to, he was having a daughter and he wanted to stay healthy and not go through rehab like 24/7. So I think he's just chilling right now. Big T says Lamar Jackson is going to be the next Cam Newton, Tebow. We'll see. Big Hall of Fame. Brenny says, I'm so glad I didn't do fantasy football with LB selections. Oh yeah, IDPs. It adds an entire new complexity to it, right? It adds a completely new complexity to it. Big T says, I give Jackson one more decent season, he's going to see big declines. We'll see. If he can stay healthy, as long as he can work on his passing game, he'll be better, right? He was a decent passer last year. But Vic didn't last that long. I mean, we know why Vic didn't last that long, right? We know why he didn't last that long. He could have, Vic honestly could have had a really, really good Hall of Fame career, but, you know, stupid stuff happens, unfortunately. Prime Cam was fire. Oh, he for sure won. Yep. Prime Cam lasted one season, but yeah, he was good. I mean, yeah, it's interesting, right? It's very interesting. Like, I think for us as fans, we don't really realize how much of a toll all of this takes on people and how difficult it is. I think it's tough. I think it's really tough. And your body, like, just like what your body goes through, like, I don't think we'll ever really understand. So, you know, it is what it is, but I'm glad to see, like, at least, you know, I like seeing longevity within players, right? I think that's the biggest thing, so that's me. Let's update this right now because we hit that 300. Let's go, baby. Oops, let me see. Let me just update this really quickly. All right, let's see. You know, it had to be only one season. Sam says, "What? I missed the games. What happened in that Colts Titans game? Colts were out like I think like 6 or 7 starters, so it wasn't pretty. Derrick Henry was able to run over them, and honestly, what I expected because we lost our starting, you know, DTs. We lost our middle linebacker on offense. We lost one of our most important O line, so it was rough. Ramu Chaz, what's up, dude? How you doing, dude? So just traded Mixon for Deontay Johnson. I like that. I like it. We don't know if Mixon's gonna be back. We don't know how much he's gonna be used once he's back. So I like it. Deontay's a monster, dude. Deontay's a monster. So I believe he won MVP that year. I don't think he won a ring though, right? He lost in the Super Bowl, but I think he got MVP. Bills Mafia Bob. Graham or Hurst this week? I think I like Hurst a little bit more. I want to say he bounces back. Let me just look at these matchups really quickly. Yeah, I like Hurst a little bit more. I think he's going to bounce back. Brandy says you agree with taking draft capital. At least I can't decide. I mean, if the team really screws up, I agree with it. I know a lot of it is individual players doing it, so I think a lot of it just depends on like how it happened and you know whatnot. So at least they're short. You know, at least they're like late end runs, right? Hold on a second. All right, boys. Sorry about that, boys and girls. All right, where we at? Daniel no says, hi Daniel, sorry my Wi-Fi cut out. Would you prefer Perriman or Renfroe over Riga or Singletary? I kind of like Perriman a little bit here, man. Renfroe, I was saying earlier, I don't love because he's only had one good game. I don't think he's the top guy there, so I don't know that we can really trust him. Perriman has sort of been going off, right? So I like that. I think Perriman here, or I don't know if I love Singletary. Yeah, I don't love Riga or Singletary that much. Robin just says, congrats on the 300 subs. Oh, hell yeah, thank you so much. Sooner or later, it'll be 3,030, 300K. We'll see, right? We'll see. We're still a long way from there, so we'll take it one sub at a time, but I appreciate all of you guys. Ambi, what's up? Welcome. Daniel, will you be back tonight? Yes, we will do a late night waiver wire stream, probably around like 11:30 Pacific. So we'll waiver wire camp. I've got an idea. Well, I have what I think is a good idea for our for a nice thumbnail. But yeah, we'll waiver wire camp tonight and hang out. Ty, what's up, dude? Yo, Ty, you missed all the best fantasy secrets. Sorry, bro. Jake says, any general fantasy tips for advice for next year? Yeah, so I will come up with some content for that. Honestly, the biggest thing is every single year, guys, don't get cute. Don't get cute with what you think is gonna happen. Don't buy into like false hype. Go with the guys who are, you know, good, right? For example, this year, we knew Derrick Henry was a beast. He ended last year a beast. He never gets injured. No reason he doesn't go top 3. That's just like a very, you know, very plain example, but my biggest thing is don't get cute, but I promise you guys, leading up to the season next year, we're gonna do a lot of draft prep. I want to make sure every one of you guys goes in feeling very, very, very good, knowing who exactly you want to pick up. ISO says healthy RBs. Yep. Sam says, are you going to make videos during the combine? Yeah. So Sam, I've actually started thinking about what I want to do for the off season. I think we're gonna do some fun content. I think we're, you know, everyone that's in chat right now, we're gonna do an NFL playoff challenge. So I will post a video when that's ready. I'll either ask for people's emails, or I think I can probably just provide a link to sign up. So we'll do a little like subscriber fantasy playoff challenge. But yeah, we're gonna do stuff for the Super Bowl. We're gonna do stuff off season. I promise you guys, I've been you know, doing a lot of brainstorming and like jotting down ideas of what I want to do to like keep you guys entertained. Listen, I understand that the off season is probably gonna be a little quieter, right? And it's gonna be completely fine, but I'm gonna do my best to you know, keep the community going, because I know a lot of you guys already like are, you know, you guys know each other, you guys talk to each other, so I want to give that platform at least. So yeah, we're gonna, you know, what I think hopefully will be entertaining. We'll see if you guys are entertained or not, so be on the lookout for that. All right, where are we at? Sven says MT, Ridley, Julio, Deontay, AJ, rank them full PPR. I'd probably go like Julio Ridley. I might even sneak AJ Brown somewhere in there, right? A lot of that depends on matchup, but I would say like the Falcons receivers, AJ Brown, Deontay, and then MT. I could see MT getting over Deontay, right? So maybe I go like Ridley and Julio is such a hard one. I'm gonna just put them as one receiver right now if you don't mind. So I just say Falcons receiver, AJ Brown, MT, and Deontay. I can see that later as well. Giga says apparently scoring 200 points in fantasy is guaranteed win. 1 week I scored 207 and an opponent scored 190. Dang, okay. Clayton, what's up? Need to sit one Kamara, Miles Sanders, Mostert. I say we gotta sit Kamara here, man. We've seen what Kamara's role is in that offense, and it's not good. I know we don't necessarily want to sit him, but I am a little bit worried about sort of just in general with his usage and yeah, I'm slightly worried about him. He hasn't done much, and I don't know that we really expect him to do much more. So it's a little tough. It's a little tough. Jake says, I got the 11th pick this year because I won last year and placed 5-7. We'll see, Jake. There's still a lot of time and a lot of things are gonna mix up. At that point, you know, Kelsey is someone that's gonna be a reach, but you could think about him. It all depends on, you know, who's still there, but you know, there you're probably getting like a tier 2 running back or like a higher end wide receiver is what I think. Dark Winter, what's up, man? Rams defense versus Arizona or Ravens versus Dallas? I'd 100% go Ravens here. You go Ravens, it's against Dallas. I like them. Oh, Sven says rank them for the week. Oh, gotcha. So I'd probably go AJ. Steelers are playing Washington. So I'd probably go like let's assume Julio's out, right? Because he's questionable. I'd probably go like AJ, Ridley, Deontay, MT. I might switch MT and Deontay, like I said before, right? I like MT's matchup a lot more, but we can't disregard the fact that Deontay literally gets like 500 targets a game. That I really like that. No, it says, what about Kiki? I think I actually have him. Yeah, I have him as a pickup, I think, in my waiver wire video. I like him. We're just gonna have to see what happens, right? I don't know that he's a automatic start. I think he's probably gonna be in like the flex, like sort of like flex consideration. But you know, like I said, we don't know how it's gonna be. We should wait and see how it's gonna be, I think. Definitely worth a stash though. And if you absolutely need to, I think he can be an okay flex. Where are we at? Clayton says need to sit one. Keenan, MT, AJ, Allen. I would sit. How did Robinson do last week? Let's look. He did okay, right? So Bears are playing Detroit. Out of those, I would probably sit MT actually, because we've seen at least a little bit more consistency between the three. Hold on, let me just look at these matchups again. So we have MT, AJ Brown. I think is gonna go off, right? I really like him. I like AJ. I like Keenan. Who are the others? It was MT and Allen Robinson, right? Yeah, I say sit MT here to be the safest. Jacob says I would bench Kamara for sure. Ramachan says Ain't Goddard are top 5 tight end right this season. Oh, for sure. I like him. I've been like hyping him up literally for like 4 or 5 weeks, saying guys go pick him up, like don't let him be on your waiver. I like Goddard a lot. Brady says all the RES spots on my filled. Oh, that's tough. Ramachan says I will give one more shot to Kamara. I know, right? He'll be better. I mean, I'm not giving up on him, but my expectations of him are very low right now, right? Ty says, Jam, brutal L for me. I'm missing the secrets. Consider 300 subs. Keep up the stay humble. For sure. Thank you so much, Ty. I appreciate that, man. Controversial says, pick 2 to start: Wayne Gallman, Jonathan Taylor, CH, Gaskin, Snell. I'd probably go, Let's look at these matchups, boys. We're gonna, we're not just gonna speak out of our butts. We're gonna actually talk about it. So let's see. We have, let's look at this again. Sorry. Gallman, Jonathan Taylor, CH, Gaskin. I'd probably go CH and Gallman here, my friend. I actually do kind of like JT this week. I think it's going to be his breakout week. No, it's a suggestion. Maybe you can do some fantasy basketball content off season. I don't know if you've been. I'm definitely open to that. I think before when we talked about it, people weren't as interested. But let's see what the community wants, right? So it says keep the community going. 100%. Rob says, is Colts defense going to be healthy this week? I think we're still waiting to hear whether or not DeForest Buckner's going to be back. We have some other key pieces back, but he's going to be the big guy, I think they're going to be great if Defoe's back, but it'll be a little iffier if he's not. He's such a big impact player, honestly. Mason says, Mitch, Stafford, Cousins, or Rivers the rest of the season. Mitch has... Yeah, Mason, I like Rivers, and honestly, Rivers has the best schedule up until week 16. So up until week 16, I like the Rivers the most, I believe. Noah says, should I go Latavius over Kamara? Maybe. Let me look at Latavius really quickly. I know he's been doing well, right? It's tough. It's really tough. I mean, he scored 2 TDs. Maybe, because they could potentially get up early and just run them down. Honestly, maybe that's our bold pick this week, is that Murray's going to score more than Kamara. Ty says, I thoughts on the Wall Westbrook trade, maybe a sign that Harden trade is happening. Well, yeah, we'll see. Ty, because the Wall contract was pretty bad, right? It's interesting. I don't know if it. I think I like it better for the Wizards. What do you think, Ty? Outside Gaming, welcome. Jacob, Ramsey or Raiders? Are you talking about just this week or for the rest of the season? Controversial pick 3 to start this week. Deontay. Who? I don't know who Mapletron is. Is that DK? Sterling Shepard or Michael Pittman? I don't know who Mapletron is, so let me know who that is. Otherwise, yeah, I go Pittman, Deontay, and Sterling. David says, busy tonight. What's up, dude? But just wanted to stop by and say, what's up, man? Best of luck this week. I hope Kiddo doesn't come back and bite me. I made the playoffs, so got to keep it up. See, yeah, for sure. That's great, dude. Thank you for stopping by, David. We always appreciate you, man. Sam says, bet you Kamara. I never thought I'd hear that. I know, me neither. Whoever thought we'd bench Zeke either, right? Jackie, what's up? Welcome. Does Kiddo low-key flex over Claypool or Jefferson if he comes back? I mean, maybe Claypool. I don't know if about Jefferson. Maybe Claypool. But yeah, I don't think stashing Kiddo is the worst idea. Give me a second. All right, boys. Sorry, let me catch up here. Let's see. Harden's gonna get traded eventually. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm a Houston fan. It makes me sad beyond belief. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because the first round pick is like pretty predicted. I'm pretty sure. Thoughts on the 49ers D for the playoffs? Let me look at their schedule again. I think they had like they started well, right? I think they're okay against Washington and the Cowboys, but Cardinals and Seahawks is not gonna look good. So they're playable for maybe 2 weeks here. All right, sorry, where are we at now? Jake says just got offered giving Ben, Hunt, and Evans. So you're giving with Big Ben, Hunt, and Evans. You're getting Allen, Landry, Jefferson. I like that, Jake, if you have enough RB depth to fill out for Hunt, because I think Allen and Jefferson automatically gives you that win there. Noah says, what I could do is start Kamara then flex. You could. I don't know if that I would do both. No, I would maybe pick one and then get someone else. 49ers played really good against the Rams and then back to dominance like last year. I think they're gonna. I actually have the 49ers as a sit this week against the Bills. I don't think they're gonna do very well against the Bills. David says, do you think T. Higgins or Melvin Gordon is worth holding on to? I was thinking about dropping Higgins for Lazard since he was saved. Yeah, I like Melvin Gordon a little bit more. I'm a little bit worried about T. Higgins, right? It's hard for me to say drop him right away. If you don't need to start either, I would maybe give T. Higgins one more week. But I do think, you know, with how we're trending right now, Davis, I think Lazard is trending up while T. Higgins is trending down. You're absolutely right. He got saved by that touchdown. But he only got 5 targets, right? Steven, should I pick up Booker? If you have a spot, I definitely would, because there's a chance that you might be able to start Booker this week. Thoughts on T. Higgins, full PPR? He's trending down for me. He's not getting the targets that he used to. He's not getting the volume, and he's not getting the production that he used to because of Brandon Allen. So I'm actually very worried about, honestly, most Bengals players, even Gio. Gio's been playing really poorly. Davis says, add Ty. I just want Harden to win a ring. He deserves it, but yeah, sorry about Clay's injury. Yep. Trade was definitely better for the Wizards. Russ wanted out of Houston for sure. Claypool, is that right? I didn't know that actually. Why is that Claypool's nickname? Oh, is that actually it? Maple Canada? I didn't know he was from Canada. If this is Russ and BR are gonna carve up the East, I think like 4-6. I like that. I think, yeah, like I said, I like Washington a lot more. Trice is definitely like it more for Wiz. I like the trade. Don't love it. Just giving away 1 protected first round to offload Walls. Yeah, I know. It's exactly. Robinson says standard for this week. Robinson, Cooks. So Brandon Cooks, right? Because it's Dalvin Cook. Deontay, McLaurin need 3. I'd probably go. Ooh, that's tough. Let me see here. So definitely Robinson. Let me look here. So we have Deontay Johnson. So Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, and McLaurin, right? I'd probably go McLaurin and Cooks here. I think they're a little bit safer because those two are going to be the #1 guys. Deontay Johnson I love, right? I don't think there's necessarily a need to bench him, but situationally he's just playing in an offense that could be considered somewhat of a wide receiver roulette. I think he gets a lot of the targets, but that's just one thing to think about there. The Ty says that got a solid group of rotational guys around them, around Davis too. Yep, for sure. The pick is super protected. If Wall comes back like 8%, what you got was a solid squad. Yep. Jacob says Rams D or Raiders D for this week. For this week, I think I like the Rams a little bit more. I do like the Raiders, but I will say there's a chance that it could be a trap game. Just note that. But I do think I have the Raiders as a start in my start sits this week. Let's see. Chai says, 49ers here fan, their defense is getting healthier, worth playing for them for 14-15 for sure. Ambi, yep. Davis says, yeah, for sure. Burns is a beast. Ty, pre-optimistic expectations, second rehab for Achilles. Other injuries for an athletic guard like him will be rough. Plus, I can't imagine Wall hard sharing. Yep. Noah says, Daniel, I got to sign out for the night. Got a lot of homework to do. Have a great rest of the stream and good luck. Yo, good luck, dude. No, maybe we'll see you at a stream later this week, but good luck with your homework and get it done, man. Amy says, because Claypool is a Giant and he's Canadian. That's funny. Okay. Mapletron. Interesting. Okay. Can we coin that? I don't think I've heard that as a nickname, but maybe that's just me. Guys, says Davis, thank you for your condolences. We're both in pain this year. Guys, at least you're not Cavs fans, right? At the very end, I think we're trending upwards. Ty says, Colts D, a solid start this week. Subvert down on Reddit has it projected lower than expected to be. Yeah, he updates it, right? He updates it, and I think they're going to be solid if DeForest Buckner is back, but if he's not, I would be a little bit worried, right? They're still going to be able to get to Watson, but you are playing Watson, who is, he's very elusive, right? So I think the big thing is whether or not DeForest Buckner is going to be back. If DeForest Buckner is back, I feel comfortable playing him. So we'll see about that. Stacy, welcome. I watch football. I watch football too, man. Brown says start to Montgomery, JT Woods, or Chris Carson. Okay, let's see. I think so. Seattle plays. I like Chris Carson here. And who is the other one? Montgomery or JT? Montgomery is not a bad start either. I'd probably go with Carson and Montgomery. Jacob says my team ranks 6th in my league, but I have the 3rd. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, I know what you mean. Listen, I'm on the borderline of the playoffs. Of my stacked team in the 14-man league, I have the most points for, but I gotta win this week to get into the playoffs. It's tough. Let's see. Ty says correction. Dan Davis are on play. Yeah. Bears or Colts D. So again, I think it depends on DeForest Buckner. I go Bears unless we get Defoe back. Brown says Chiefs or Seahawks D. I like the Chiefs here. I think the Chiefs have a little bit of a upside. They're both great plays, but I do think the Chiefs have a slightly higher upside. Paul, what's up, dude? Josh Allen or Deshaun Watson? Ooh, do you really have both? Because that's actually pretty nuts. I like Josh Allen a little bit more here. I like him a little bit more. Stacey says, I used to play JV special teams senior year. Nice. That's awesome. Did you play any other positions? Sarcastic, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the stream. Jay Riot, what's up, Dan? Congrats on the 300 sub. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, guys, we've been grinding. We've been getting here. 400's next, right? 400's next. We got to just keep on grinding and see where we're at. But listen, I appreciate every one of you that made it happen. It's awesome. Jackie says, the highest scoring team in my league is playing the lowest scoring and gets to fight for the playoffs. Oh, that's hilarious. Paul says, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Good question. Yeah, Jacob went from 2-4 to 6-6. That's awesome. Dave says, yeah, Ty, it's definitely high hopes, but I gotta be hopeful. Only thing, but Juan Harding could make it work. I definitely think so, but the West is gonna be tough this year. The West is gonna be tough. People said the same thing about CBC3 and Harden. Yep. Sarcastic says MT, Miles Sanders, AJ Brown start 1. I like AJ Brown here. Sarcastic. Stacy says I played 1 season and kicked off the team. I wrestled at 275 JV. Nice, that's awesome. So you got to be pretty athletic, huh? David says, yeah, man, hopefully Steph can carry out to the playoffs this year. I'm curious if he can. The West is really up. They really are. All right, Davis, thanks for stopping by, dude. We'll talk to you soon. Good luck. Oh, Davis, you still owe me a shot at some point. Don't forget that. You still owe me a shot. At least you guys got Christian Wood. He's a solid center. Yep. Time to get to 400. I know we got to grind, right? It's gonna be hard work. Last week was a lot easier for some reason, but we're gonna have our ups and downs. So let's just keep on grinding. Hopefully, we can provide the best information we can and go from there. Which fan base is more insufferable? Lakers fans, Celtics. Celtics. I'm gonna go Celtics here. Davis says, let's do it this weekend. Perfect. Yeah, take it easy, dude. Add interest to Davis's shot, Dan. Yeah, oh, for sure. I'll do 2 to make fun. I love it, Davis. Perfect. Let's do it. But yeah, guys, if we hit 400, there will be more shots. 400 is definitely going to be more shots, especially if it's by this weekend. If we get 400 by the end of this weekend, it will be shots plus beer. Maybe it'll just be straight up like 5 minutes of just continuous drinking, but we'll see that. Ty says, holding you to that. We'll drink to this weekend. Perfect. All right, guys, let me know if there's any more questions. I was kind of planning for the stream to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So, you know, I do still have, all right, take it easy, dude. Yeah, keep it. Yeah, we'll see you soon. So yeah, we'll see if there's any more questions, but I will probably end within like the next 30 minutes because I still want to work on the start and sit video for you guys, and we'll be back tonight for late night stream. So keep on getting those questions if you have anything else. Paul says, Kenyon Drake or DK Dobbins, flex T. I would go. Oh, if you're flexing, I go Deebo Samuels. If you're choosing between Drake and Dobbins as their RB2, I'd go Drake, but I definitely go Deebo Samuel here. Tyson says, Gibson's value really justified with all the hype? I don't think so. Gibson is someone, to me, that's going to be very game script dependent, right? People are going to be super high on him because of, I mean, they were playing the Cowboys. I think, he, takes a step down. I don't think he's going to do that again unless the game, like they face someone super, super juicy, but that was just a game script, right? They got up early. They played a bad defense. They were able to just run over them. I mean, look at his volume this week compared to every other week, right? His efficiency was high. It's very, very much, dependent on the game script, and I do expect McKissick to be a lot more involved this week. And let's talk to you later, dude. Brown says, Jonu or Robert Tonian? I like Tonian slightly more because I think Jonu gets a little bit less volume. Paul, yeah, no problem, dude. Thank you for asking that question. That was a great question. Jackie says, Gibson got the targets this week, though. Yeah, he did, right? But it's because, in my opinion, it's because of the game script they were up. How I see it is for Washington, if they're sort of tight or playing from behind, they're going to use McKissick more. They need the check downs, they need to pass more, right? If they're up or they have a better control of the game, they're going to use Gibson and touch him more. Gibson is obviously going to get a little bit more goal line touches, right? So he has more upside than McKissick, but that's just my opinion on how the split's going to be and what we're going to see when it comes to who do you think is a better start, who's going to do well. Jacob says, I don't know, both of those fans. I mean, they are. I can't. I mean, to me, Boston fans are a little tougher to deal with, especially with that accent, right? When they get that heavy accent, not good. See, this says I did male cheerleading for a season. Oh, that's awesome. So you're super athletic then. You're super athletic and you're probably really flexible. Henry, welcome to the stream, dude. Congrats on 300. Thank you. And thank you, like I said, I will thank all of you every single time because you guys are the ones that made it happen. So yeah, we're at 300, guys. Next goal, we'll take it slowly. Well, let's see if we can hit 350 in the next few days. But 400, we do continuous drinking for 5-10 minutes. That's what it is, right? Tyson's last question before I go. What do you think about Fantasy value? He seemed like he had some hope this season, but I don't know anymore. I still think, I think with Drew Lock back, I think he's going to be okay, right? he gets the volume. It's just like whether or not he's going to be able to produce. That's honestly the biggest thing. So I still think he's like gonna be maybe a better option than a lot of the waiver wire tight ends, right? So I still have hope once Drew Lock is back. As long as the targets are gonna go there, you know, he's gonna be worth a start over a lot of people. You know, you sleep on the couch tonight? We'll see. I don't think so. I don't think so as of right now. Ty says, the truth on the Lakers take. My Lakers loving friends have been rubbing their W in for every week. Yeah. Oh yeah, Laker fans think they're straight up better than everyone. Boston fans straight up racist. That's hilarious, Jay Riot. Do you play bad? I played it before, Henry, but it's a lot of work, so I haven't played it recently. I will say I played it one season, I won, so I'm 100% on my fantasy basketball career. Sam says, how much do you value handcuffs this time of the year? I like them, right? I think this is the time of the year where we start thinking more about handcuffs than anything because, you know, with stashes earlier on the season, we like to see how things develop, right? We give time to develop. We see if one person is going to take over a certain team. We see if rookies do well and whatever. But at this point, we have a lot, like there's still going to be a lot of stashes available, right? Someone like a DK Dobbins. But I do think at this point, handcuffs are very valuable just because, you know, we don't have the luxury of giving people a lot of time to like do what if. Even if someone has a really good week 1 week, if you're in the middle of the playoffs, do you really feel comfortable starting someone if you're not as confident on like how much volume they're gonna get and whatnot? So I do think handcuffs are pretty valuable at this point because, again, like if you lose someone big, if you lose a starting running back like someone like Dalvin Cook, he tears his ACL, right? You need Madison there. Yeah, I would rather hold Madison for the insurance than someone like, I don't know, like a Jordan Wilkins or like LaMichael Pirine, who could be good. I'm probably not going to start him at all my playoffs. Yeah, so that's how you got to think about it. Like, handcuff your guy, because if you handcuff your guy, if he goes down, you have an automatic like RB2, RB1 start, right? Depending on who the handcuff is. If Dalvin Cook goes down, you have LaMichael Pirine, you're gonna be forced to play him, but you don't feel as good about playing him versus someone like a Madison. That's her boy in trouble with the lady friend. The last place in my team league is 210. That's rough. Stacey says, I was doing Greco-Roman wrestling in senior year and barfed over to... That's funny. That's hilarious. I have the gothic kit every sport I played. All right. Do you still play any sports now, Stacey? Chai says, at Jacob Juju, our last team has done the impossible 0-12 in the league. He's going to have to do a marathon with whatever we want him to do. That's hilarious. Ty, what kind of do you guys have a punishment already established, or are you guys going to make something up on the spot? Because that's actually, that's really funny. That's funny. Sam says, how are your teams looking? They're looking good, actually. I think I actually, there's one league where, my money league, where I thought I wasn't going to be able to get in, but I actually made a push in the last 2 weeks, and if I win this week, I think I'm in, so we shall see, we shall see. I coach Chibo now, that's awesome. Good for you, good for you. Sam, how are your teams looking? I know you were kind of iffy in the league that you were in with Kevin, right? Are you looking like you could make it in, or how's it looking right now? And unfortunately, guys, we have to drop this down a little bit because it looks like we got a few unsubs. So, you know, that's all good. We're just gonna have to, you know, get hyped again when we hit 300. Let me update this really quickly. All right, let's see. Ryan D, what's up, dude? Pick one between Chark, Deontay, Debo for the week. I don't think it's worrying. I'd probably go Debo, Deontay, and Chark here. That's how I'd rank them, I believe. Let me just look at the matchups and make sure I like that. Let's see. Oops, sorry, let me pull this up really quickly. I honestly, yeah, I think Deontay and Debo, I like them. They're both very similar, but I do like Samuel in the fact that he is the #1 guy versus Deontay, like he's sort of like 1B, like 1A, 1B, 1C, right? That's the biggest thing. But I would rank both of the guys over Chart for sure, Ryan. Let's see where we at. Stacey, I took 9th at JV State Wrestling. That's awesome, dude. Jake says, should I accept giving Hunt, Higgins, a Big Ben, Josh Allen, Jefferson? What happened? What, Jake, wasn't there a third player involved? What happened to the third player? And Jake, remind me who your running backs are again. Jacob says, everyone in the league has had pretty much the same record. Yeah, I've had one too. A lot of people 6-6, like 7-5. Ty says, first place wins 70% of the pot and gets to decide the biggest article of clothing. Then it goes into seating order or choice. So 11 other people get this. That's hilarious. That's funny. I like that. Sam says, I need to win the next 2 games to get in. I'm still the highest scoring team, but other teams have put up the most points against me too. Gotcha. People on YouTube are weird. Some people really like subbing or like videos. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Like, I don't mind it at all, right? It is what it is. But hey, I'd rather have 300 of you guys that like really like the content and are here for streams and, you know, providing to the community versus just, you know, an extra few who are just kind of there. It's just, you know, we've gotten some trolls, don't worry. But I'd rather have people who really are part of the community. Because like I said before, we don't care about, you know, getting big or anything. It's just like having this tight-knit community, which I honestly think we've started developing and we have. So that's all I care about. Jake R says, I have James Robinson and Swift. Do you have anyone else in your depth? Because I do like the trade for you. But I'm a little bit worried about your running back depth. Like, do you have someone else that you can fill in there? Because I definitely think Josh Allen is a huge upgrade from Big Ben, and I think Jefferson is a huge upgrade from Higgins. Patty, what's up? Swift or Carson? I go Carson here. Ty says, any words? Cheers. See you later. Camp out. Yeah, love you. Appreciate it, Ty. Yeah, we'll see you later tonight for the late night stream. Take it easy, my friend. Sam says, in my league being a family league, winners gets a jersey. Ooh, what jersey would you personally get? Ooh, that's a good one. Honestly, Sam, just go with the guy go with your favorite player, honestly. That's awesome. That's a great prize. For me, I'm probably due for a new Colts jersey, so I'd probably go like Darius Leonard or like, yeah, I don't know, maybe one of the rookies. I could always get Quentin Nelson, but you know, it's an offensive lineman, so not as great, but you know, I wouldn't mind it. Maybe I'll get it on discount. Jake says, there's a 5-way tie 6 in my league. I have a chance to win. I have a tiebreaker. Nice. That's not bad. So this is winner for you, right? Yeah, so like I said, it depends on like if you have the third running back. I don't love that if you don't have a third running back as a depth, but I definitely like to upgrade a lot. So I'm if you have someone that you feel comfortable playing at flex, Jake, I would be tempted to pull the trade. Patty says Swift or Diggs flex happy. I go Diggs here. Patty, I don't know if Swift is gonna play. It sounds like he took a pretty tough like his concussion is not doing well on him right now. So I'm actually a little worried because I don't know that he's gonna play. Let's look and see tomorrow, but you might not even have to make that decision because if he's out because of the concussion, he very much might just be kind of, you know, not available at all for you. So I'm a little bit worried about that. In addition to that, I don't really know what the new coaching personnel is going to be like and how they're going to use him. So that's the only other worry is what I'll say there. Jacob says Stacey says I gotta get off my internet now. My neighbor's pissed at me. Peace out. Yo, peace out, Stacey. Good talking to you, man. We'll see you soon. I have the third highest score points in my league, but giving it the most, that's tough. I mean, sometimes it's just dumb luck, right? And what can you do about that? You can't really do much. Patty says Seattle or Steelers this week. I definitely go Steelers. 100% Steelers. We're still waiting for Seattle to show us a little bit more. Jackie says, gotta get better defensive coordinator. Yeah, right? Exactly. Jacob says Steelers without a question. I agree. For sure. All right, guys, get your questions in. We'll probably be ending soon. I do have a hard cap at 20 minutes, but I'll open questions up. If we don't have any more, then yeah, I want to go prepare my content for you guys. It sounds like for this week we're gonna do a start sit video, and for anyone that was here earlier, we got a request to do a pick'em video, so we'll do a little YouTube short with our pick'ems and upload that. So let me know what you guys think about that when it comes out. Patty says, don't worry at all. Yo, Patty, ask as many questions as you want. You have me for 20 minutes here. Cam or Car? I like Car a little bit more here for sure. Good assumption. Bobby says Swift for Connor and Brandon Cooks. I don't know. Which one are you getting? I think I like the Cooks and Connor maybe a little bit better. Guys, like I said, I'm very worried about Swift right now. I don't expect him to be out for long, but what if he's actually out for that long, right? So I'm a little bit worried. I think I like Cooks and Connor slightly more, even though Connor also has a injury issue right now. We don't know when he's going to come back, what's going on with him really. So you kind of have two questionable guys in Swift and Connor, and I do think Brandon Cooks might do okay. I don't think his value is going to increase that much, but I think he's still going to have decent value as a wide receiver. That's my take there. Mr. Yang, what's up, dude? Welcome. How long do you think Mixon is out for? I think because he's not supposed to come back until like week 14 or 15, right? I'm a little bit worried about if they're actually going to use him or if they're going to shut him down. It's not looking great, but I'm a little bit worried. Listen, I'm a Mixon owner in 2 leagues, and I'm worried about him. It sounds like, what is it? So today Zach Taylor said he shouldn't be shut down, which would mean he should come back in like a week or 2, right? I don't remember when he was put on IR, but I think he comes back week 14 maybe. Bobby says Brandon Cooks for Deontay Johnson. I like Deontay Johnson a little bit more here, I think. Brandon Cooks, honestly, maybe Bobby let him go this week and then sell him high, assuming your trade deadline isn't like this week. You might be able to sell him high after this week is what I'll say. But it'll be iffy because they are playing the Colts and they have a good defense. If you can get Deontay Johnson, I think I like Deontay a little bit more. You have no deadline. Okay, so yeah, I would maybe play around with it. I do think I like Deontay a little bit more than Brandon Cooks here. I think Brandon Cooks is sort of like a wide receiver 2. Sam says, who do you like the rest of the season more, Carr? Because I think Carr has a better schedule. Cousins has honestly been killing it, so I think he might be a little more consistent. But on paper, Sam, I think I like Carr a little bit more. I'll look at their schedule for sure. Rank the Steelers wide receivers. I'd probably go, if all healthy, I'd probably go Deontay, Claypool, and then Juju. I think Claypool and Juju are very close together. I mean, they're all very close, right? I do think Claypool and Deontay are a little bit higher than Juju because they seem to be getting a lot more targets. Deontay I like the best purely because of the fact that he's been getting like a lot of targets. I do worry about his ability to stay healthy. So if he can stay healthy, I think I like Johnson the best. Which is weird to say, right? Because Juju really should be that main guy, but yeah. What's the problem with Tampa? They should be killing it. Yeah, I mean, I think they're still a very solid defense, right? And I guess, are you talking about their offense or you're talking about their team, right, Sam? You're not just talking about their defense? You know, if you're talking about the team itself, honestly, what I've heard is that a lot of it is Bruce Arians' scheme. Jacob says, I would say Deontay, Juju, then Claypool. Yeah, I like that. I think Claypool and Juju are definitely very interchangeable. I think it could be coaching, right? I mean, obviously, a lot of it could be that, they don't have a super consistent running game, and Brady regresses, right? People say Brady's a system quarterback and maybe he's not in the right system, but I will say that like Arians has been known to sort of have a system where it can be difficult for some quarterbacks. We've seen it a lot of quarterbacks, especially young quarterbacks in his system. It's very, very difficult for them to play because I think what happens is that he really forces the ball a lot, right? He forces the ball a lot and he makes people throw picks. And we're seeing that with Brady too, right? I don't know exactly how many picks he has, but I think he has a decent amount of picks, right? So I think that's the biggest thing is that like, I don't know much about the scheme or however he does it, but I think that's one of the biggest things is that he, like whatever scheme that Arians has, it puts quarterbacks, it makes them make wilder throws and higher risk throws. Tim says, do you think Lazard, Chark, or Landry has potential to be my? I like Lazard or Chark here. Landry is going to be very, very handicapped by Mayfield. I like Chark when Minshew's back, but that's going to take a little bit while, right? So right now I'd probably say Lazard for the time being until Minshew's back. But Minshew might be back in what, like 2 weeks? So I'd probably go, if all things considered, I'd probably go Chark, Lazard, Andrew here. Sam says, I've heard Brady's been bumping heads with the coach. I can very much see it, for sure. Not even average. Welcome to the stream, man. Start one of the 4 PPR: Claypool, Brandon Cooks, Pittman, and Landry. I'd lean Brandon Cooks or Claypool here. Maybe go Claypool. I really like Pittman's matchup here as well. So I'd probably go Claypool, Pittman, Cooks, and Landry. And guys, that's the thing, is like Landry has all the right tools to become like a PPR god like he was before, right? But like the issue with the Browns is that they run the ball. They're a run heavy team. Baker just is very inconsistent, so it's not good for the wide receivers. I mean, even if you look at it, like OBJ wasn't doing that well. OBJ should be doing well. I understand that he's a diva and whatnot, but like he's gotten injured and he played injured, but it's tough. It's tough. Jacobs, oh, for sure. Carson Wentz has the most interceptions, sacks, and the fumbles. So a lot of it is him, a lot of it is his own line. It's not a good combination, right? It's tough. I feel kind of bad. I'm very curious. Guys, let me know what you think Carson Wentz would do on a better team. Like if he had the Colts O-line and the defense, would he do better? Or do you guys think that he's just kind of like a very regressed and very like below average quarterback? Nick Wright, what's up? I got DJ Moore, Antonio on bye. Got Tim Patrick, Crowder, Pittman, two. You could head to the waivers. I do like Pittman's matchup this week. I don't know how I feel about Crowder or Patrick. Nick, go take a look at the waiver wire video, and there's a few guys you can pick up. I like Pittman the best out of those 3. I don't mind Tim Patrick. I think he's actually going to be okay. Let's see how he did last time when he played. The Chiefs. Because, you know, he's definitely going to get a lot of looks from Drew Lock. Last time he played the Chiefs, though, he only had 4 targets, 44 yards. A little tough for me to play him. Thoughts on Fuller and his performance in Fantasy Drags? Do you think he'll be cut? I don't think he's going to get cut from the team. Sam, I don't know. Well, anyone. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had a little hidden Fuller inside joke on my thumbnail. So if you don't see it, go check it out and see if you know it. I don't think he's gonna get cut. What's the Broncos situation though? I think it sounds like Drew Lock is gonna be back this week. So I think, you know, it'll be back to their old ways. I do think Drew Lock is gonna be there for him. I mean, I guess let me look. Let me just Google it. Drew Lock, because all of them were activated from the COVID list. I think he starts. Yeah. No Name says, should I use my number 1 waiver on either Kittle or Ebron? I have fan and scoring and will make the playoffs. I don't know that I would, honestly. I would just maybe say, I guess No Name, does it reset every week based on standing, or is it rolling? Because that's a huge factor. Nick says, will Ravens players be back this week? They should be. From what it sounds like, they should be. Sam said I didn't catch a joke. It's just in the thumbnail. It's a very like blurred out like drug background. That's all it is. It wasn't a funny joke or anything. But there were some jokes in the video, so go see if you can check it out. Sam says, all right, Daniel, I gotta head out. Thanks for the time. Glad I was able to catch it. Yeah, for sure, Sam. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon, man. No Name says rolling. I doubt there will be someone worth it next week. I still would hold if you believe that Kittle will be back, use it on him. I'm never a big fan of using a number 1 priority on someone that you're just gonna bench and stash, right? So if you feel like Kittle's gonna be back, I would use it on him. Otherwise, save it. Because I mean, think about this: what if Dalvin Cook gets injured in the playoffs, right? You use your number 1 on Alex Madison. If Zeke goes down, you use it on Tony Pollard. There's a lot of handcuffs that's probably still on your waiver wire list that you can use it on if their starter goes down. Devontae Booker, right? He's probably gonna get picked up this week, but like if Josh Jacobs was healthy and he got injured like week 14, you use that number 1 on Devontae Booker. So I absolutely think there's a chance that you don't use it, but I think it's worth saving it, especially if you're just gonna waste it on someone that you're just only gonna stash and it's gonna be a bench warmer. Nick says, should I sell Mostert, Gaskin? If you can sell Gaskins, I would, right? Before he even comes back and plays. I like Mostert. I like Gibson too. If you can sell Gibson too, like Nick, if you can sell Gibson today, before this week, sell him right away. This is going to be the highest point that he's going to have. I think he's still going to be a solid like RB2 moving forward. But if the Washington football team doesn't have a great matchup, they're going to be using McKissick as well, right? So out of your best bet right now, I mean, fish around, Nick. See what you can get for Gibson, because you might be able to get a lot. People are going to be all over him because of the 3 touchdown performance. Sell him now, you know, and again, it all depends on, like, sell high is a very relative term. A lot of this depends on what your team needs and what you can get, right? So I would try and dangle them around, Gaskin and Gibson, and see what you can get, because maybe you'll be able to get some you know, tough guys back. Maybe you can do a Gibson plus someone for like a Henry or a Dalvin Cook, right? You absolutely do that if you can't do it. All right, guys, let's open this for 5 more minutes and see if you have any more questions, and then we're gonna end the stream soon. Daniel, what's up, dude? How you doing? Glad you made it to the end of the stream, man. Hopefully you got some waivers ready for tonight, set up already. But good to see you, my friend. But yeah, guys, I think that was a great stream. Let me see if there's any recent news at all in regards. So we heard about the Josh Gordon start, right? Reinstate. So that's interesting. I don't think anyone needs to spend any money or waiver wire priorities on him. Let's see if there's anything good. I think Booker is a good pickup. It sounds like the Raiders are hosting Spencer Ware for a workout, which is not looking good for Booker right now. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't look like there's been any news. Today's been honestly pretty uneventful. So yeah, it's been pretty uneventful. But yeah, let's see if there's any more questions. Otherwise, to anyone that's still here, we will be doing a late night stream around 11:30 Pacific time tonight to do waiver wire camping. So if you're up late, want to come hang out, just go ahead and join us. It's always a very chill stream, and we like to hang out. So yeah. Nick Wright's expectations are not very high. Not very high. I don't think he's worth even a stash. He comes back late. You're not really going to start him unless you're super desperate and there's literally no wide receivers left. I don't like him, is what I'll say. I posted on my IG today. I told people, like, don't get baited by this news, because it's not going to be anything at all. So yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, hey, if you really have a spot and you want to do it, I guess you could always hold him for week 14 and see if he's worth it. But like playing him in your championship game with you know, 1 game sample size, that's risky. That's really risky. My leagues, Mr. James says my league's final is week 17. Is that normal? I thought it's usually week 16. Yeah, I don't think 17 is very normal. I mean, it's not like unheard of, but I would say the majority of leagues are in 16, because with week 17 you have the issue of a lot of teams benching their starters if they don't want to risk it for playoffs, right? Jacob says opinions on Herbert. The Patriots stopped Kyler Murray last week, and Herbert wasn't great last week, so I'm not worried about Herbert, honestly. I still think he's a top guy. Let's see how he did last week. Kyler Murray, I think a lot of it had to do with his injury, right? So I wouldn't say it's the Patriots as much. But with Herbert, let's see. Herbert didn't do bad. I think we just have way high expectations for him. Like 16 points is not bad. So to me, you start him. You still start him every week pretty much, because he's, you know, that kind of guy. I think there are other quarterbacks that have better matchups, right? I think Ryan Tannehill might be a little bit better. But, you know, I don't think we sit Herbert, because like 16 as a floor is not bad at all. That's what I'll say. Nick Wright says, peace out, bro. Love your streams. Good. Yeah, thanks for coming through, Nick. Appreciate you. But all right, boys, I think we're gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna go make dinner. I gotta go work on my video. We'll be back later tonight. Follow me on Instagram for yeah, just fun little content here and there, and all all the times when I post ahead of time of when we're gonna go stream. But yeah, Pets over here say goodbye as well. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all, and we'll talk in a few hours. All right, peace, guys.